What's up, everyone? We're going back to a galaxy far, far away again today. We're taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series Snowtrooper figure from Hasbro. All right, let's take a look at packaging real quick, and this is pretty standard for Black Series figures as far as the current packaging scheme since Episode 7 started. So we've got our red and black box, we've got our figure in the window there, we've got the Black Series logo, we've got some artwork and the character name, we've got his number, 35, artwork on the back with a small little write-up in various languages with plenty of warnings to make this packaging really great. And we've got the other side of the window. So pretty standard fare for Black Series. Let's crack this guy out. All right, so here's our Snowtrooper out of the box, and let's go over just the general sculpt of the guy to begin with. So we've got the telltale Snowtrooper hood. I think that's one of the defining characteristics of this trooper is the hood that he's got. Some wrinkles sculpted in there. It's all pretty much kind of a flat white though. The under armor and kind of the cloth aspect of the suit is a more cream color, and then we've got the white armor plating. So we've got the backpack, which is technically an accessory, I guess, but it's a part of the character, so I don't really count it as one, although he doesn't come with this on his figure in the box. You have to put it on. It just pegs on there. Got some sculpted details on the side and on the back. We've got the sculpted canister. There is some, kind of dry brushing on the skirt piece to make it look dirty. We got a lot of sculpted detail in the boots. They're kind of furry almost, and they're also quite dirty in terms of their look. We got sculpted pouches and a sculpted belt, a sculpted codpiece, and sculpted details on the gauntlets and on the hands. So overall, a decent amount of sculpting. He looks good. I think it's a pretty solid looking Snowtrooper. Certainly fits in well with the Black Series line, and being one of my favorite kinds of troopers, I was really looking forward to getting this one, and I think it hits the mark on sculpt. It looks really solid, and I don't have too many complaints about it. As far as paint apps go, a lot of the armor is just molded white plastic. There isn't a whole lot of actual paint apps in that regard. We've got the accents on the front of the armor, a little bit on the belt. Most of the paint apps come with like the kind of dirty look that it's been given along the skirt, particularly the bottom, and then on the boots. We've got some paint apps on the backpack as well, and then of course the eyes are painted black. The skirt piece and then the back of the chest, as well as the other areas that would be considered not necessarily armor plated, but just part of the suit, are molded in that cream color. It's not paint. So not a whole lot of paint apps, but he's a white trooper, so can't expect a great deal. Now, as far as articulation goes, we've got a swivel at the head. Can't really move it up and down. We've got a hinge at the arm and rotation. He does swivel at the waist. There isn't really any crunch to speak of. The armor gets in the way. Legs can go out, but not too far. Obviously, the skirt gets in the way. They go out forward about that far. This codpiece kind of gets in the way, and there is not really any way to get them to go backwards. There is rotation at the thigh. We have double jointed knees. We have a hinge and then a swivel at the foot. As far as elbows, we've got that standard Black Series single jointed elbow. Goes a little bit greater than 90 degrees. And then we've got a swivel and a hinge at the wrist. So pretty standard Black Series articulation. As usual, I would have liked to have seen a double jointed elbow, but what are you going to do? I guess they use those all up with all the clones and on the characters that don't actually need them, like Princess Leia or Farm Boy Luke. So overall, it's what I expected to get. I was hoping for more in terms of articulation, but you get what you get. So not too bad. It's standard Black Series stuff. So at this point, I think we've come to expect that with these figures. So I wasn't exactly disappointed, but at one point I figured they're going to surprise us by giving us loads of articulation in a figure that we didn't expect. All right, now as far as accessories goes, unless you count the backpack, he has two, and I'm not really going to count the backpack because it's part of the armor, so it shouldn't be. It just doesn't come on the figure. So we've got a standard kind of Stormtrooper blaster rifle. We've seen plenty of these with Black Series at this point. We've also got kind of the assault rifle pulse rifle type gun, which has a lot of weathering on it, so it's got some paint on it. The Stormtrooper rifle also has this silver bit, which is not on some of the other guns, but that's the only paint on it to speak of. He can hold both of them pretty well. He's got 2 gripping hands, so you could use him to one is more of a trigger finger, the other is more gripping. So he could hold both guns if you wanted to, or hold them in either hand. It's more suited to hold it in the right hand, and he can hold this one just fine. So nothing too fancy to speak of. Kind of standard fare for Black Series at this point. All right, now overall, I think this is a pretty good attempt at a Snowtrooper figure for a Black Series figure. I was a bit disappointed that we didn't get double jointed elbows. He could use them. As could all the troopers that don't have them. I just think so. It's kind of an odd choice to not get them when so many other figures get them that probably don't deserve or need them. So that's a negative, but sculpt is good. Paint where it was applied and where it was needed is there, and it's clean except for where it's supposed to look dirty, and that looks great. You know, I got a couple of these guys to add to the ranks in my collection. I like the accessories. You know, it's a Snowtrooper, so you're not going to get too much. I wasn't expecting to get like a tripod cannon. That wasn't going to happen with a Black Series figure. But the Stormtrooper rifle and then the assault rifle are 2 needed accessories, and they came out well. So overall, a pretty good figure. He's not the best in the wave, but he's certainly not the worst. And you know, I love Snowtroopers, so I was welcome to get this guy. So if you haven't gotten him, I would suggest picking him up. He's going to add to your Empire ranks pretty well. So that's going to do it for this review, everyone. As always, stay tuned to Toy Bro for more reviews, and feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time.